I'm Damien Holbert from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I'm talking with Jack and Karen from The Boys.
The gloves are off. Thought we could fight Vought the right way, but we can't. It's all rigged. We have to do it your way.
We're all we've got. It's up to us. I think I have something.
Your characters this season get an enormous amount of emotional growth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Karen, for you, you don't get to speak a lot of it. It all has to come from your physicality, but there are moments that are so beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. How has that been, getting to take this character so far from, I mean, she was feral when we met her.
Oh yeah. I mean, when we first meet her in season 1, she's literally in a cage, captured.
Yeah.
And then, she's very animalistic. She's very feral, like you said. And I never would have guessed what would have happened in season 2 with her brother. A lot of grief. And then in season 3, we get to see her kind of at the beginning enjoying life a little bit. Figuring out maybe figuring out womanhood and musicals and restaurants and normal people shit, and then suddenly, quickly, in true boys fashion, things go down.
It literally changes 12 minutes into the first episode.
Oh yeah. Quite literally.
You can't have more than 12 minutes of joy on this show.
Yeah,
no. The female, when she was at her most animalistic, some of the kills were just
iconic, right?
Iconic. You ripped a head open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that. And it's so funny because a lot of those scenes, they look great and it feels super badass, but a lot of it's really technical with the prosthetics, and the camera angle has to be right and everything. So it's fun getting to do that for the show. Yeah, definitely.
And Jack, have you become an expert at the I guess it's the exploding squibs?
Yeah. Or you mean just getting blood and other fluids
constantly? Yeah.
No, I think I have at this point. It's just shaving cream, Head and Shoulders shampoo, Dove soap, Dawn soap, all of that helps get it out of you, get it off of you at the end of the day, and 5 showers. But yeah, although I think for this season, I'm taking off my blood crown and I think I'm giving it to her because I think she ultimately this season winds up covered in more general goo than me. Yeah.
And also, you're not just taking off your crown, you're taking off all of your clothes.
Yes, that's happening a lot. Yeah. Yes.
How do they prep you for that? To say oh, by the way, this season you'll be naked all the time.
Yeah, they basically just said that. Yeah, that was basically the extent of it. They were but when I found out why, that's what kind of sold it for me. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a little bit uncomfortable, especially in the beginning, but I just think it's such a cool twist on that power, and it makes sense, right? So when you teleport, it's biological matter going from one part of the room to the other. Your clothes are not going to come with you, and I think that's such a fun twist for Huey in particular. Yes, he finally has this power, but it has this embarrassing twist that's just so perfect for him.
Totally on brand for Huey.
Yeah, definitely on brand. Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, makes sense. Yes, 1,000%.
Yeah. But you also get this incredible arc where you're struggling with the fact that Starlight has powers and she doesn't need a man to save her.
Yeah.
And it's a very interesting development because Huey's showing some parts of him that are not that attractive.
I know. I actually really enjoyed playing those parts of the character because I think in other seasons Huey's been this very moral. He's been the moral center of the show in a lot of ways. So in order to play, it's kind of fun to play gray areas of Huey, and he has this budding toxic masculinity, and it was really fascinating for me to play parts of him that weren't altogether likable. And I think that ultimately makes a character more relatable. And yeah, he has this arc of not feeling important. And, I think we all have parts of ourselves that we don't like, but it's how we manage that and how we deal with that makes us a good person or not. That's what I believe. So yeah, playing all those, I don't know, big hand to Eric and all the writers for not only weaving that story in for Huey this season, but making it part of the power. And it was just so cool to plumb those depths a bit more.
You guys are awesome. The show is so great this season. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And do not forget, everyone, The Boys on Prime Video. Do not miss it. Carrie and Jack, thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.